no death of awakening. Let's do the teeth of Naros first, I think. The first release was Death Kill. Does it matter which one I do first? Bottom? Alright, let's do the teeth then. Doesn't matter, yeah, we're already here, why not? Let's do Naros. Holy shit, oh, we're mages, that's even more primal. The game froze. You have been defeated by the game, EMP. Don't you realize the game has won? You're not. Okay, let's see what this DLC is all about. I have no idea of anything. Hello, catch.
I didn't think we'd drag another poor soul on this errand with us. But I suppose I'm glad for the company. You need a mage. The Cranwins all have the blood, and I'm the best of them. But if you need the work, speak with Helic.
You have never played the DLCs. Okay, so everyone is blind here, more or less. Tell me about you, self-confident man. Or elf, I should say.
The Cranwins helped found the Order of the Ash. Our caliber of spells is matched only by our fortitude, as I'm sure you've heard.
Really, switching from DAO to Skyrim, that's a big... I have not played Skyrim that much. I will. Well, everyone is getting a story. Tell me about the teeth. Why do we want to go there?
An ominous name. Naros is a troll god. If this is a place trolls believe to be hallowed ground, then what are we getting ourselves into?
What the fuck? Naros is a troll god? Well, that's never good. A troll god. Yeah. What about the expedition?
This is rather base work for one of my stature. But if rumors of this southern land are true, then even among the Cranwins, I'll be reputed.
You can't get forced joke and forced push in the DLC. Okay, let's go to the leader of these people. First to the other person, which I cannot see. Where are you? Ah, in the ground. That's it. Come closer. Closer. Okay. Talk to me. You don't like vampires.
Either the Etten have let their guard slip, or you're made of stronger stuff than you look. Well, it's good to see someone with only one head on their shoulders. Name's Sverri Brond. If you're here for work, you want Helic.
Well, I do like vampires. In fact, I will play as a vampire in Skyrim. A completely deranged, depraved, no humanity vampire that will prey on the people of the North. Okay, tell me about the mage.
The mage is more used to seeing women in skirts, but I've caught him leering more than a few times nonetheless. Let's hope his spellcraft is more potent than his stares.
Well... you!
Made a living pillaging the ruins of old places like Talarain. Robbing the dead tastes better than stealing from the living. I'm a good enough thief. Never once been caught. Still have all my fingers, or didn't you notice?
Yeah, I think I do see a appeal of werewolves, but werewolves, as I understand, make you, I don't know if the transformation does make you instantly an enemy of the people of the cities or things like that. I think it works like that. I don't really know. Why do you keep secrets open up to me? We have known each other our whole life.
Well, I know there aren't much women way out here, but let's stop all the attention, shall we? It's a touch embarrassing.
Ah, okay. Well, I will buy Skyrim when all the DLC is up for grabs. It will be in a long fucking time. But I'm getting the money out there. Why do I like the dark side? I will answer that in a minute. Expedition. I will answer those questions in a minute. Tell me the teeth!
The name's enough to put most explorers off. Bugger them, I say. Just less competition. Besides, what's in a name? I spent 2 years trying to make a fortune in a land called the Painted Orsks. Never did find out what an Orsk was.
No. How the fuck do you know if they were painted if you didn't recognize them? Another expedition.
Halleck's brainchild, if you can believe it. I don't share his optimism about the loot we'll find, but if we get only a fraction of it...
Well, now I can... let's start
Fine.
with the short one. My next game depends on the... How long do I take to finish this one? If it's quick, and I don't have my new PC, it will be... Neverwinter Nights, finishing Neverwinter Nights, because I'm pretty deep in Neverwinter Nights 1. I want to end it. If I do get my new PC before I finish this one, I'll do Mass Effect 3. Because I want desperately to play that game. And why do I like the dark side? Because the dark side is correct. That's why. It has the right idea. Maybe the methods are a little bit iffy. A little bit too radical, but the idea I think is essentially correct. Especially in fantasy and games, because in games and in fantasy there are people that are truly special, that are gifted, that have powers, that are superior objectively to the rest of the
Someone's finally come.
mutates that do not have those powers. That entitles them to use those powers, in my opinion. Use those powers for self-advantage or for the greater good. It doesn't matter. You prefer the Jedi code. You heretics! You will burn my Force lightning. No, I know the Sith code by heart.
Finally, we found the last person we need after all. I'm Helic Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Darth, the teeth of Naros, and we could use another strong back.
Ah, you're talking about the original. They were more grey, if I believe so, before the split. Yeah, I think that was before the split. Well, yeah, in the dark side I do not agree in real life. Not entirely with everything. But in fantasy and sci-fi, I don't see any particular reason to turn away from their wisdom. Not you!
Been a mercenary for about 20 years now. Toured with the Warsworn, but didn't take quite as much pride in the work as they wanted. So I struck out on my own. You can make a fair bit of coin selling your sword to keep a farm or two safe. Not that I'll need to anymore.
Okay, that's a good code. I have never read that code before. I'll read aloud in a second. That's the ruin code. Well, post it if you can. You certainly can. Tell me about our destination.
We're in the foothills of the Teeth right now. It's not the easiest place to reach. Sheer cliffs of stone, and few passes through them.
Well, I don't know. I will discuss those codes in a second. Because they are pretty damn interesting. Tell you the mage!
A mage is always good to have on an expedition like this, except for cash. But maybe he'll come around.
Well, luckily you got another mage. In fact, the Arch Sage, or the Grand Inquisitor if you prefer. Tell me how the woman isn't bringing a woman but luck.
Sverri's got a fairly good head on her shoulders. She's only got eyes for gold, but there's plenty for all on this trip. When it comes to navigating ruins, there's no one I trust more.
Okay, tell me about the expedition.
During one of my other campaigns, I chanced upon a diary of an Almain monk, Denric the Crazed. Said he found a way to the land south of Darth. After reading what he found there, cities of gold, fountains of sapphires, I decided I wanted to see this land for myself.
Really, I actually like the look of the first corrupted people. If I could change something about my appearance, it would be having bloodshot eyes all the time. To mimic that. Okay. Do you know much about the teeth? Other than the ramblings of someone that self-described himself as the crazed? Are you crazy? How can you believe the crazed monk and his stories about cities of gold? The stupid idiot, and I'm following him.
Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Almain missionary named Denric, returned half dead and maddened to hell. He claimed the southern land as home to a miraculous city, wrought of gold and trimmed with silver. Even said it floated above the earth, if you can believe it. It's hard country, damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them.
Okay. Yeah, you believe a madman?
Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you?
Well, sadly the tails are the riches. No, they're not separate. It's the only proof you have, the tails. Why do you need me?
Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With the fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it.
Don't forget my Vergota. I'll do it!
Then we only need to begin. I've seen to all the logistics, and all the preparations for the journey. Meet us in the Southern Passage. Let's try to cover as much ground as we can.
Okay, where is the Southern Passage?
Stay close.
To the fucking south, I'll bet. To the fucking south. Okay, this is the Jedi Code, which I'm sure is how many... Okay.
The time of deliverance is almost nigh. The teeth of Naros have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou faithless one, I beckon thee.
Okay, so our deities are waiting for us. Okay, the Code of the Jedi. That is not the Jedi Order, I should say. Yeah, I'll do it gladly. Yes, the voice acting, of course. Holy shit. The diary, day 14th. Little in the way of food or water left. I'm licking rocks and what gritty moisture kisses their face and eating what lichens I can pry of the rocks. Bitter at first, but after a few, they begin very much to taste like, how should I put it, chicken. Like smiles and blood and children, smoke and dark. Okay, I think I'll have some more. What is this cave anyways? Braziers and guns seem to be of some importance. Haven't seen the work before. I feel like a child next to them. Was this once a hall for giants, or have I grown shorter? Perhaps I should stop eating quite so much like... Yeah, I agree. A dark read-up poem. Yeah. I am not very appreciative of the arts. Let's say there is no ignorance, there is knowledge, there is no fear, there is power. I am the heart of the force, I am the revealing fire of light, I am the mystery, holy shit. What is that? I am the mystery of darkness in balance with chaos and harmony, immortal in the force. You know, that code lacks a certain forcefulness, I would put it. It does seem more like the Jedi code than the Sith code. Doesn't agree.
What is it?
But I guess what makes them great is that they do not acknowledge the dark side as something bad in itself. Or per se, but... yeah, I have been told my voice is strange. But yes, they do not appear to like the idea of tampering with things. That is, they prefer balance. They sound like druids in them. Holy crap, what is that? Okay. Like druids in D&D rule sets. What is that thing? Ah, rat, okay. No, I won't kill
What the hell is that
shields.
thing? What is that thing?
Okay. Guessing this is...
What is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain, this is blood. This thing is flesh. I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed.
You're a fucking mage!
Damn craven.
What?
Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him.
Certainly not. What was that corpse? What are you talking about, made of stone?
We don't even know if it was a corpse.
Oh,
Could have been a statue that an Eton decorated with some entrails or something.
Yes.
I can't believe that craven mage.
Well, neither can I. That's expected. It's a fairy. No, it's not a fairy. This boy appears to resemble a stone, but on closer inspection is flesh and blood. It appears to have died in some violent manner. The trappings on it are of an unknown make. Right, they seem gnomish to me. If you had to ask me, I would say he's an overgrown gnome. So yeah, they don't seem to be very fond of progress, of pushing the boundaries. That's something I like on the dark side overall. The dark side is always willing to go into places people do not want to go. And that
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sferry's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here.
Yeah, let her go and die. Go and die. She must be very brave indeed. Mine! Yeah.
What was that? First the mage turns coward, then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine, let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here.
Okay.
Come, we must
You
make
also need
Sferry's
to
death
work on
mean
your
something.
jokes. They're pretty lame. What is that? Whatever it is, we can kill it, I assure you. Holy crap! Stay away from me! Petrix? What? Peterix? Or Ferrix? How would you pronounce that? But yeah, the dark side does not have moral quandaries, does not doubt the certainty that only arrogance can give.
What in the hell were those things? I've never... I've never seen anything like them. I heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us?
I don't think so. If the cutscene indicates anything, is that the gods want us to succeed. Or at least that god wants us to succeed. And yeah, just as usually if it takes damage it can die. If it can die we shall kill it. The flawless helm. So let's see what Darth Ruin has to offer instead of the middle ground. There is no passion, there is only obsession. There is no knowledge, there is only conviction. There is no purpose, there is only will. There is nothing, only me. Well, I like that one more. Although I still have a few objections to it. It may... Holy crap. Get ambushed by the overgrown chickens. Die. Be alone. I wonder if we're going to find their mother or something. They don't seem to be fully grown. No!
Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Scout the passage ahead and see if you can find a place to make camp.
I don't give a shit if you're okay, you can die.
Go. You need to find safety for us.
Yeah, that's the key flaw of the Sith. The Sith... The Sith truly believe their way is so superior they cannot be defeated. That's their main flaw. But the later Sith tried to correct that. Because they saw that the Sith got defeated and defeated and defeated every single time there was a confrontation between light and dark. The light side won. Darth Bane thought it was about tactics, not about the will of the Force. The will of the Force was against the Sith. Rather, the tactics were misguided. The light side is the truth. The 18 thought of going to thank the Yeti, really. That drove me into this cave. Okay. It's quite spacious in here, though I have been long enough that I'm unsure that I can find a way back out again. I have had a good go of chasing what lamplights I can see there. Wouldn't steer me wrong, would they? Well, better than standing in the dark and dying. Of course not. It's so dark in this place like night. Once it's been boiled down and burned over pitch. Light is good though. It's warm and tells me where to go. Exactly. Left leg isn't looking so good, but it tracks rather well. Who in the blazes put a cliff in the middle of this place? Had no conception of the structure from the start, it seems to me. Poor savages, whomever they are, probably had to stand on chairs to get anything done in this place. Yeah, let's take those journals. They might be quest related. But what don't I like about Darth Ruin? I agree that passions mostly turn into obsessions, yes. It is difficult to control your appetites, you could say. Alright. Well, that guy is going to starve to death unless he learns to eat pteryx. Fargor, dagger to me! But what's this out there is no knowledge, there is solely conviction. That implies there is not a separate thing which you could call knowledge. There is only beliefs that may or may not be correct. And I do not agree with that. I do believe there is a truth. The truth is not only out there, but it is absolute. Doesn't depend on what you think. Kollosae. Well, I'm guessing this is the new race, the Kollosae. I don't like this much. The junk! Well, let's take it for now. Woo! So that I do not agree, but I see why someone very powerful that can, holy shit, that can shape the world around himself would think that. Because if you, let's say you were in the Vedas, Dragon Age, and you could make things you believe turn into realities, then it would make sense. There is no knowledge, you don't need to know how to do things, you just need to believe you can do things. They will happen. It is a question of will, a question of effort. Really? Okay. Guessing that's a statue of them. Just an innate capacity to do shit, for which you do not have to train, nor do anything else. Maybe hone those abilities that you have imbued, but you cannot. Yeah, if you, of course, if you are born as a mage or as a force sensitive, you are that. You cannot turn your back on it. Well, apparently you can for a time. Yeah, too arrogant. And that's in the end the problem the Emperor faced. He came a little bit too arrogant, too selfish. Well, not too selfish. That's, you can never be too selfish. Too self-assured in his own skills and the inevitability of his victory. Something you can never be overconfident. You're overconfident and you get killed. Ah, motherfucker. Just like that. Prismere. Okay. There you go. There is no purpose, there is will. There is will, but not purpose. Because purpose is something you give yourself. Will is something that is given to you. As far as I understand it. Okay, Okay, let's read this. Well, I do agree with the last part wholeheartedly. There is nothing, only me. Yeah, me. Jack is pretty much useless from walking now, but what sights could Mitharu have led a glorious temple such as this, ceilings so high they cannot be seen, and a statue of a strange sword that I could not understand. I even cannot describe what I have seen in the views beyond this chamber, but for a fleeting moment I have seen true glory, a city of such shimmering beauty that I cannot find it like in anything I have seen before. Mitharu could never be contented with a city on the hill while this one gently floats upon nothing, lording over the earthly dominions below. And what else but it is inhabitants? At first I thought those statues moved and walked and even perhaps spoke, but I was far and hidden and could not hear. They were giants, as tall as two men and fierce besides. They had the strength of a Jotun and much speed. A terrible fate awaits those who give them cause to malice. If this was a true report or merely a vision, okay, but unto me, by my God, I could not tell. But I must spread the word of this discovery to the world. Must know of this strange southland of giants and cities built upon stones that are not there. Ah, so this is Denric the Graced, I think. Yeah, it was Denric the Graced. Okay, maybe those are some, well, it's magic obviously. I understand how can you be surprised when there is magic involved. Magic makes everything easy. Technology, on the other hand, that is something to be in awe. Alright, let's unlock the teeth. Ah, the goddess. Pick up a strange artifact, why not?
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, Second. At last, my work can be completed.
Yeah, who are you?
One who watched and waited for decades and centuries and eons, and all for this day when thou wouldst come before me. I have read the fates of this world to find thee, unfated one. Much rests on your shoulders, but I have one more burden to lay upon thy brow.
Well, literary word. How could this meeting be fated? I do not have a fate.
Dost thou not know thy faith? Thou wast chosen, Beckon, as one of my devoted. Thou art blessed with my wisdom, and I have watched thee grow. Thou, who art free from the fate, shall cast down the tapestry and complete my works.
She wants to destroy the city? Well, I'm not about to anger a god, but appears to be a god. Certainly not talking a statue. What do you need me to do?
To continue thy path through the tapestry of fate and perpetuate its sundering. I will open the way to the teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear. in time. Go now, with my blessing. Go now, with my purpose. For thou art beckoned. That which was ordained must be undone.
Okay, we're never going to use this Fate +1. Does 10 damage while in Recon. We don't use Reckoning. Okay, where are the paths? Where are the paths? Is it down here? Yeah, okay. Yes, of course people would be afraid. I think the best equivalent to DAO would be X-Men. Truly. Because they are basically that mages are the mutants of X-Men. The rest of the humans are powerless, except for the Templars. Why would you not be scared of someone that could kill you with a look? Alright, there is the city. Just as the madman said in the skies. Of course, if I were one of the non-magical humans, I would push for the magical humans to be restrained or exterminated. For the same reasons I would advocate that they should rule if I was one of the powerful beings. Okay, we're going to fight this guy, aren't we? Or girl? Don't!
First we have an army of Jotun at our gates, and now this. I don't know you, little one, but you'll find no quarter here. This is still Kollosae-held territory for the moment. State your intent.
My intent is... I don't know what my intent is. What are you?
You barge into these lands, and yet you do not know who holds them? I am. My people are Kollosae. For years we have held these lands as the hallowed grounds of our gods. We are stone and flesh, sword and faith.
Okay. Let's see. I mean you no harm. For now.
Everything does harm in these lands. I do not know you, so why should I take you at your word? Furthermore, none have come from those caverns since they were sealed, save you. How is it you came here?
Well... the statue... Tell me on the caverns.
It is a road that has gone otherwise unwalked since it was sealed. How did you walk this path?
A strange entity invited me into your lands. Apparently I must unordain the ordained and undo the done, or something crazy like that.
Strange entity. A curious riddle, but one that must be solved later. It seems the Jotun have rallied their strength.
No!
Steel yourself.
What the fuck is that the Jotun know about this place and the civilized peoples know shit? But yeah, Anders has a good point. Why should someone be be considered a menace for what they are, without taking into account what they do or do not
That
do.
was well fought, little friend. You have a strength in your arms that belies their lack of girth. Perhaps you are not the interloper I believed you to be. You claim to have been summoned. For what purpose?
Destruction! Destruction! Tell me what you... Yeah, they are very tall. They are in fact the opposite of the gnomes. They don't have beards, they are not bold, they are tall and have pretty eyes. Those pretty eyes. Tell me what you... Can I have sex with you?
I command the soldiers that protect my people, the Kollosae, from the dangers of this land. They are many, and we are but few. Each passing year it seems more and more like we lose ground. But what can we do? We are commanded to stay here.
Commanded by whom? About your people.
We have come, little one, from savage lands and savage past. We have been picked by the gods to carry their will across this world. And now we inhabit this land, summoned by our gods to do their works, and who now are silent.
Yes, it does make sense she opens up when we show we are one, strong, and two, enemies of the Jotun. Because it appears that they are dwindling. Any ally they could use is welcome, I would say. Tell me what your enemy.
The Jotun are a savage race, but their cruelty can be controlled as easily as it can be fostered. Before we came here, the Jotun were our wards, but that was a lifetime ago. And now they call for our heads.
Okay, the heads of all the races in the land. The other caverns.
It was an old passage built by my people as our faith demanded. Once, it was to lead to fertile woodlands. But we were commanded to stay our diggers, our masons. So we remain in the teeth.
By whom? Who commands you? I must seek the Primus.
What strange forces brought you here? You speak of the Holy King of my people, and that artifact you bear. Could it be the cipher?
Yes.
Your mission is twice damned already. The Primos is a recluse. But more immediate than that is the Jotun hold. Idilla is sealed off as long as they continue plaguing my people.
Now I understand. The Primus is a title. Like the first one, I would say. Yeah, the first one. That would be my translation. Okay, tell me about Idilla.
It is the city you see floating in the sky over this land of savages and dangers. It is my people's greatest accomplishment and failure. I cannot speak more of it to an outsider. Forgive me.
What is the cipher?
A relic of great importance to those of my people that carry the faith. I thought it was just a myth, but one who carries the cipher is much loved by the gods. So the sages of my race say. A blessing as much as a curse.
Okay, what do you mean by a recluse?
Yes, hiding away in his high tower and pining for gods that will never listen to him.
Well, if you dislike him so much, why do you follow the orders? Why will they never listen to him?
The Primos is the highest office among the Kollosae, reserved for the one that leads my people in politics and prayer. At least that is how things should be. But Anakatos, the latest to have this authority, has not lived up to his duties. Our people are stranded in a wild land, in a time of our greatest doubt, and he locks himself away from us. Our ruler leaves us leaderless.
Then someone should step up. Yeah. I guess I have to do everything around here as well.
You mean to succeed where my forces have not?
Yes.
Quite an ego for one so small. Find Remy's,
I have a big
one of my
dick.
scouts. He can tell you of Karunk, their warlord. If you can kill Karunk, I'll lead you to the Primos myself.
Okay. How lovely of you. If I do your job, you will take me to your leader. Oh, great. Yeah, always. Always the trivialities of life take precedence over the work of the gods. And the city.
It is a wonder to any mortal eyes, though because it is not good enough for the gods' tastes, we must call it a failure. And still we bear this bitter truth every morning, and by every sundown it seems liable to crush us under its weight.
Ah, so the city is falling from the sky. Great. Karunk? What's Karunk?
The warlord is cruelty incarnate. He has transformed the memory of my people's leadership into that of slavery, as if we possess such barbarity. He makes camp in the barbarous tower you see in the distance. He must be killed if this is to end.
Well, obviously you do have those undercurrents. Otherwise he wouldn't be able to be so cruel and awful. You are very capable of being bad. The city is falling apart! You must find the magical glue to keep it together. The fate of the whole! Alright. Tell me about the cipher.
Keep it close to you. That artifact is proof to many that you are the avatar of the gods. It holds much power.
I am a god! I'm no avatar of the gods. I am a god! How do I stop the monsters?
The quickest way to end their threat would be to kill their war chief, Karunk. With his death, the others will be brought to heel.
Ah, goodbye.
Bring word to the city. They will need to know about the
Holy
Jotun
shit.
and this new interloper.
They are huge! I didn't realize that until now. This reminds me of an episode of Futurama.